Hey guys, what's up? It's Patrick here, bringing you guys a brand new video, and in this video, I'm going to be showing off the Lavaloonion strategy. So for me, I like to use 2 Lava Hounds, 30 minions, 1 dragon, and 20 balloons, and it's cool with Lavaloonion because each troop has its own purpose for the raid. So the Lava Hounds are going to soak up most of the damage for the raid, the balloons will actually take care of most of the defenses, the minions are going to do a lot of damage to buildings on the outside, as well as to the town hall, and then finally I have 1 dragon to attack the town hall with. And that's why I like to use each and every one of these troops. Overall, it's worked pretty well for me. Some people like to use 4 Lava Hounds, but for me, that's not enough damage. But anyways, let's go ahead and check out the spells and see what I want to use for Lavaloonion. So personally, I use 3 rage spells and 2 free spells. So obviously the free spells are to take care of the Inferno Towers, Expos, air defense, whatever. And then for the 3 rage spells, I drop 2 of them in the beginning and then 1 close to the town hall. Some people do like to bring a lightning spell instead of a rage spell. It's sort of just personal preference, but let's go ahead and attack a base and see what I want to do for this strategy. Alright, so for this first base here, looks like this guy has a clan castle that's pretty far on the outside, and this isn't really normal. Usually I don't worry about the clan castle until the middle of the raid, but since his clan castle is so far out on the outside, I'm going to go ahead and lure that out in the very beginning and to see what he has inside of it. So if you notice with this guy's base, it's pretty important that when you're choosing a base to attack with Lavaloonion, that the air defense is just a little bit spread out. So his actually has his air defense on all 4 corners of his base, and they're not sort of clumped together towards the center. And I really like bases like this. It's really easy to attack, whereas if you have all 4 air defense together, it's sort of a pain, and they can do a lot of damage when you're trying to finish off the town hall. So let's go ahead and attack this guy's base and see if we can destroy him. So here's the order of how you want to drop your troops. 1, you're going to drop both of your Lava Hounds. 2, you're going to drop your balloons behind each of the Lava Hounds. So I drop 10 behind each ones. After that, I'm going to spread out my minions. And then finally, I'll drop my clan castle and my dragon. So that's sort of it. It's not like a really highly mechanical skilled raid. You just need to make sure you drop the stuff in the correct order, and it should work out pretty well. So the troops are making their way through. I did drop my first free spell as they were being attacked by the first Inferno Tower, and then I'm going to drop that second free spell, and my dragon's going to make their way to the town hall and should be able to take the town hall out. I didn't talk about clan castle troops, but for me, I take either dragons, balloons, minions. It really doesn't matter, but an extra dragon always helps, and it's always super effective in getting that town hall in the very end. Alright, so that's going to do it, 54%. I actually didn't have to drop my heroes. Whenever I drop my heroes, I like dropping them towards the end of the raid to try to get to 50% if I'm at like 40 to 45%. And now let's go ahead and check out the next base and see if we can do the same exact thing. Alright, so deciding where I want to attack this guy from. Usually I like to attack a side where the town hall is the closest, and that's going to be on the very top. So let's go ahead and do that and see if we can make our way into the center of this guy's base. So once again, 2 Lava Hounds are going to be dropped first. Make sure you drop them on separated air defense. After that, I'm going to drop my balloons, then my minions, then my clan castle, and my dragon. So it's pretty standard where you drop your troops. I'm going to do my free spell right after that. And if you can find bases that have their Inferno Towers close together, that's going to save you one of your free spells, and it doubles the amount of time you'll be able to freeze both of those. So unfortunately, I did have to drop both of mine in the beginning, but luckily my balloons took care of them before they became a big deal. And we already have our first star, and it looks like we're going to be pretty successful with this raid. So we're sitting at 41%. I still have my heroes, and if you have level 40 heroes like I do, you don't have to have level 40 heroes, but it helps out just a little bit. You know that you have a safety cushion towards the end of the raid, and you'll definitely be able to get the last couple of percentage points. So whether you have level 40 heroes or level 10 heroes, you should be able to take care of the gold mines and the builder huts at the very end, and that's what I did with my Archer Queen, activated her ability, and I ended up getting 50% on this raid. So this one went pretty well. I only got 6 trophies because there were 9 available, but it was a pretty comfortable 2-star, and most of the time I'm definitely going to be able to get the town hall, and if I don't, I should be able to clean it up and get 50%. It's really not that risky of a raid unless you do something terribly wrong, and now let's go ahead and try it one more time against this guy's base right here. Alright, so taking a look at where I want to attack from, I see 2 air defense on the very top that look pretty vulnerable, but for the town hall, it's a little bit closer to the bottom, so that's why I'm deciding to attack from this part of the base. So same exact thing, I'm going to go ahead and drop my 2 Lava Hounds first. I did drop a minion just in case to check for one of the air bombs in the very beginning. And then let's go ahead and drop those guys and make our way through this raid. Alright, so clan castle's dropped, Lava Hounds are dropped. Gonna go ahead and drop my balloons right there. And now that we're making our way through, let's go ahead and see what happens and where we want to drop our rage spells. So I like to drop my rage spells where a lot of the defenses are, and that's going to help out for your balloons, so that way your balloons have a lot of rage power when they're taking care of those guys. You don't want to drop them where there's a bunch of gold mines and stuff like that, because your balloons are just going to walk right over them, or I guess fly right over them. And for this base, it worked out pretty well, and I was able to freeze most of this guy's defenses. So his Inferno Towers were just a little bit too far away where I couldn't freeze both of them at once. Unfortunately, that happened, but still, I was able to get to 46%, and it looks like I shouldn't even have to draw my heroes. As long as this last dragon destroys the cannon, we're going to be good to go at 50% and 2 stars, and that is going to wrap it up for this raid. So in total, 7 trophies, a little bit of resources. This isn't the most cost-effective raid because you are spending a lot of elixir on the the Lava Hound, as well as a little bit on the minions, really not too much, but in the end, with the big bonus in the Champions League, it should help out a lot. And now let's go ahead and attack our final base for this video. So for this guy's base, he has 25 trophies. Looking where I want to attack from, I think the top would be a fine place to attack. Sort of doesn't matter, but I do want to attack here because his clan castle is closer to the top hand side. That way I don't have to deal with his troops at the very end, rather than I can just deal with them in the very beginning. So let's go and attack, and let's see if we can have the same amount of success. Alright, so my Lava Hounds are down, and I'm going to go ahead and drop my rage spells because I noticed there were a lot of clan castle troops that were going to do a lot of damage, and I wanted my balloons to get there as fast as possible to take care of those wizards. So freezing that first Inferno Tower, I don't have to worry about that second Inferno Tower till the very end, so that's sort of nice. And it looks like most of my minions or dragons are making their way down, and let's see if we can take care of that Town Hall and get to 50%. Alright, so we're sitting at 40%. Looks like I froze that second Inferno Tower. Didn't really affect this raid at all, and we ended up getting 49% to 50%, and that is going to wrap it up for our final raid of today. So in total, 16 trophies. That was against a pretty good base. I think he had completely maxed out defenses. And yeah, Lavaloonion's a pretty good strategy, and I hope you guys learned a lot from this video. If you guys have any tips, you can drop them in the comment section below. But for me, I've been having a lot of fun with this strategy. And yeah, that's going to do it for this video, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.